What are we reading today?
Pete the Cat Bedtime Stories.
Good job, Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Pete and the gang had a great day. They had been on the beach, surf and sun and tons of fun. The rhyme ho gayi. See, all Pete's friends are on a wave. They are playing.
They're playing on a wave?
Yeah. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Do you know what idea Pete had? Oh, let's see. Hey, how about a sleepover? Sleepover.
I did a sleepover.
You did a sleepover?
We stayed at Chase's place.
Yes, we stayed at your friend's place. More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete's place, let's go. Ooh, everyone is going on a motorcycle.
It's toward the motorcycle.
It's Toad's motorcycle? Alright.
Because he's driving it.
Oh, because he's driving. Alright, that sounds good. The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say good night. On went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete was just about to catch some zzz when clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Anayra does that, right? Yeah. You never want to go to bed, remember? Pete covered his head. Aw, poor Pete. This cool cat wants to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Pete tried again to catch some zzz when... Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus the platypus.
I don't want to go to bed.
I want to jam instead.
I want to jam instead.
Oh, poor Pete. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some zzz when he heard munch, 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 nom, 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 munch. Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? Let's see. All the clapping, rat-a-tat-tatting, and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. But Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read. First to himself and then to the gang. And see, everyone is around. They are listening to Pete's favorite bedtime story. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. What happened?
All clapping.
No more clapping, no more rat-a-tatting, and no more munching. That means they all settled down. No one made a sound. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night, sleep tight. Time to catch some. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. And everybody is sleeping. Good night.